I'm worried they met a serial killer. Drama continues. Ew. I'm almost going to start crying. I'm about to let you in on a little secret. One of the weirdest things you can buy off the internet is a stranger's diary. You can go onto eBay and buy the diary of a complete stranger. You can have a random person's private thoughts sent right to your door. And that's what I did. This is the diary of a 13-year-old girl written in 1937. Oh my god. Smells so horrifically musty. This might be the worst diary I've ever smelled, and if you watch this channel, you know I smell a lot of diaries. This diary was written 86 years ago, and it's shedding black flakes all over the place, so if I end up with a bunch of little black dots on my face, just be cool, okay? This thing is falling apart. The lock is busted. We're busting on in here. All I know so far about the person who wrote this diary was that they were 13 years old in the year 1937. They lived in California, Pasadena, I think, according to the eBay listing. God, the smell. We don't know anything else about this girl, but we're gonna read her diary and learn all her secrets. Will there be romance? Will there be drama? Will there be murder? Probably not murder because a 13-year-old wrote this, but you just never know. What was happening in 1937? The Great Depression was depressioning. Amelia Earhart disappeared. It was a few years before World War II. That's all I got. It's coming off on my hands. Oh, it smells bad. Do you see this black smudge on my upper lip? That is from the diary. It's not what you want to happen. Let's crack this baby open and read some secrets from a 13-year-old girl. We've got the very first entry. Friday, January 1st, 1937. Dear Diary, we went to the Rose Parade. Daddy went to the ball game. Then we all went up to Grandpa's. And we ate supper. Happy New Year. January 1st in Pasadena, famously, is the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade. I really like that a lot of the entries start with Dear Diary. That's a real classic intro. I know when I was 13, I started my diary entries with hi. But a lot of people don't have any kind of greeting on their diary, which is fine. Dear Diary, a real classic. Saturday, January 2nd, 1937. Dear Diary, today was Mother's birthday. I gave her a cardboard hat to keep silk stockings in. Daddy gave her a box of candy. The handwriting is hard to read. Monday, January 4th, 1937. Dear Diary, gave science report and Mr. Willis said it was very good. We got ourselves a genius here. Tuesday, January 5th, 1937. Dear Diary, I took the rest of our Christmas tree down this evening. It was so quiet for a while, then all of a sudden it started raining. Friday, January 8th, 1937. Dear Diary, I stayed home from school today as I had the cramps. We went to the show and saw the Great Ziegfeld. It was a good picture. Period cramps. They transcend space and time. Saturday, January 9th, 1937. Dear Diary, it's a bit warmer today. Edith came over. I hadn't seen her in a long time. Edith. Sunday, January 10th, 1937. Dear Diary, we didn't do much today. Not doing much. Relatable. Our diary writer writes about competing in some kind of sport in PE class, but it's not clear which sport she's playing. But it sounds like her team often wins, which is cool. We got ourselves a winner on our hands. Monday, January 11th, 1937. Dear Diary, guess what? We beat first period and second period. I was absent when they played third period, but they won. But it sounds like the different periods of PE classes compete against each other. I wonder what sport they're playing. It could be anything. It could be some 1930s sport like flippy ball that we've never heard of. I mean, probably not, but... Tuesday, January 12th, 1937. Dear Diary, we're pretty good players. We beat fourth period. I hope we keep up the good luck. Luck? It's skill, my friend. Give yourself some credit here. You deserve to win. Okay, the drama continues with this PE sports team. Our diary writer's team is undefeated. Wednesday, January 13th, 1937. Dear Diary, we beat fifth period. But they are good players. We wouldn't have won, but they made a mistake. Ruth was pitcher. She sure is cute. All right, we know Ruth is cute. Pitcher. But I assume that's maybe softball or baseball. They just keep winning. Man, her team is so good. Thursday, January 14th, 1937. Dear Diary, we beat sixth period 11-8. I love this story of triumph. Tuesday, January 18th, 1937. Dear Diary, we had more fun in PE. Violet and a lot of other girls played free-for-all basketball. She sure is pretty. Some girls say she's going to act. We have a classmate named Violet. She's very pretty. People think she's gonna become an actor. Now they're talking about basketball. I'm pretty sure that's a different sport they've switched to. I'm no expert, but I don't think basketball has a pitcher. Wednesday, January 19, 1937. Dear Diary, we have to vote for new student body offices for next term. So our homeroom put Grace up for historian. I hope she wins. Thursday, January 20th, 1937. Dear Diary, Grace won, but they had to re-vote. She said she was surprised. Violet won the office for secretary. I hope they have good luck. Violet, the pretty one, won secretary. Friday, January 21st, 1937. Dear Diary, we can wear slacks to school. We can wear slacks to school is actually a pretty big deal. It wasn't widely acceptable for girls to wear pants to school until surprisingly recently. In some places in the country, girls won't be allowed to wear pants to school for 20 to 30 years after this, which is hard to imagine. I'm pretty excited for our diary writer that she gets to wear slacks to school. Amazing. We got some more drama with wearing pants to school. Saturday, January 23rd, 1937. Dear Diary, they are going to let us wear slacks to school during the cold weather. I wanted to go downtown today and get some, but mother wouldn't. It's interesting that they decided that girls are allowed to wear pants when it's cold. Though it's interesting because if this takes place in California, it doesn't get that cold. I'm relating very hard to this moment where she's like, Mom, can we go shopping for pants? And her mom is like, no, of course we can't, leave me alone. I dealt with that a lot. My mom hated shopping. And I was always like, please take me shopping to buy clothes. And my mom was like, how about no? The pants talk continues. Sunday, January 24th, 1937. Dear Diary, I probably won't get them until next Saturday, or mother might make some. I bet there are a lot of slacks tomorrow. The excitement about the pants is mounting. She's anticipating now that the girls are allowed to wear pants to school for the first time on Monday. There's gonna be a lot of girls wearing pants, she predicts. I can't wait to hear about the girls wearing pants to school. Here's the daily pants report. Monday, January 25th, 1937. Diary. But all the slacks there were today. I have to get busy with my social studies notebook. As predicted, there were a lot of slacks. If you let the girls wear slacks to school, they're gonna wear slacks. Let's play a drinking game. Drink every time she says slacks, because the slack drama continues. I am living for the slacks drama. Tuesday, January 26th, 1937. Dear Diary, Betty said you could get some good slacks for $3 at that store in Highland Park, so I got a pair of brown ones. Folks, she's got some slacks. Brown ones. $3 for slacks is actually not that cheap in 1937. That's like $60 in today's dollars. I did use an online inflation calculator. I just love this. Wednesday, January 27th, 1937. Dear Diary, I wore my slacks at school today. They sure are nice. Marion got a pair of slacks too. I'm almost going to start crying because being a woman and being a young girl, it's so hard in this world, and there's so many things that women weren't allowed to do, and this is just like a point in history where this girl is getting to do something as simple as wear pants, and it's such a big deal, and her and all her friends are so excited to be wearing pants to school, and that's such a simple thing that we take for granted. If I was born 100 years ago, I might not be allowed to wear pants. I can just feel the joy through the pages, and I'm excited for her. I wore pants to school every day when I was 13. Okay, this is really funny. She's been talking so much about slacks that she accidentally writes slacks in her diary when she meant to write report cards and she crossed it out. And I was a little disappointed because I want to keep hearing about the slacks. Saturday, January 30th, 1937. Dear Diary, Daddy has the flu and I think he should stay in bed. Monday, February 1st, 1937. Dear Diary, well, I'm not in any of Marion and Prissy's classes, except typing. Edith said she likes LB. She's in my PE class. Marion and Prissy are two of our diary writer's friends, and she's annoyed she's not in the same class with them except for typing. Relatable. Her friend Edith says she likes someone with the initials LB. So I don't know if this is a crush or what. It's less interesting when you write about someone else's crush and not your own, but I'll take it. Friday, February 5th, 1937. Dear Diary, went over to Jeannie's. I wanted to borrow her typewriter. Ginger wants to mate. There was a cat around. So it sounds like she has a pet cat named Ginger. Saturday, February 6th, 1937. Dear Diary, my, but it's raining hard. Went to Sears, then ate out. Ginger got all wet. Sunday, February 7th, 1937. Dear Diary, haven't seen Ginger all morning. I wonder where she is. Went down to Helen's, but she had the flu, so we had to come home again. Uh-oh, it sounds like Ginger the cat is missing. Monday, February 8th, 1937. Dear Diary, in typing, we typed 3 rows of J's, 2 rows of K's, and 3 rows of D's. Mr. Smith changed our seats so we don't get to sit together. Mr. Smith, come on. People are always changing the seats so you don't get to sit next to your friends. Ain't that life? Tuesday, February 9th, 1937. Dear Diary, every day at lunch, I tell Prissy and Dixie a picture show I've seen. It's fun to see movies referred to as picture shows. Can you imagine having lunch with your friends and your friend is like, okay, this is my daily time to tell you about a movie I saw. That actually sounds kind of annoying, but movies were definitely more of a novelty in this time. Wednesday, February 10th, 1937. Dear Diary, I bought my Valentine's today. I think I still have to buy some more. Valentine's Day is coming. Will there be Valentine drama? This is a sad story. When I was 13, I remember Valentine's Day. I got Valentines for all my friends and taped miniature Reese's cups to them, and nobody gave me a Valentine because I guess we were too old for it, so I just ended up eating all the candy myself and not giving them out. That's a cool story. Thursday, February 11th, 1937. Dear Diary, Blanche is going to have a Valentine party Saturday. Here's another sad story. When I was in high school, I went to a Valentine's Day party and I sat at a table by myself, and there were these little sequin cupids decorating the table, and there were candles, and I would take the cupids and put them into the candle, burning them until a noxious fume that made me gag was created. Cool story. We finally know what sport they're playing. It's baseball, of course, like I thought. Wednesday, February 17th, 1937. Dear Diary, I was sick today, so I had to stay home from school. I started to embroider something new today. I think it's going to be pretty. Thursday, February 18th, 1937. Dear Diary, we went to the library today. I have to get my math report card tomorrow. I never liked getting my math report card. It was always my worst grade. Tuesday, March 2nd, 1937. Dear Diary, in PE we were playing volleyball, and I sure hurt my wrist, my left one. I could hardly dress myself. Oh no, volleyball injury. Fun story, when I was 13, I tried out for my school's volleyball team and I didn't make the team. Probably because I'm not a tall person. Wednesday, March 3rd, 1937. Dear Diary, I stayed home today for I didn't feel very good. Thursday, March 4th, 1937. Dear Diary, we are grading our papers in typing. I made 19 mistakes. Marion made 42. Uh-oh, Marion sucks at typing. Friday, March 5th, 1937. Dear Diary, made 12 mistakes in typing. Sunday, March 7th, 1937. Dear Diary, washed my hair. Monday, March 8th, 1937. Dear Diary, not much happened today. Monday, March 15th, 1937. Dear Diary, it rained today, and I thought the raining weather was over. Went with Edith to get a new pair of shoes. She had to get some that she didn't like. Poor Edith, she had to get ugly ass shoes. It's not fair. Monday, March 22nd, 1937. Dear Diary, I went downtown with Mommy and Daddy. I got a pair of Easter shoes. I hope they weren't ugly like Edith's shoes. Friday, March 26th, 1937. Dear Diary, I fell down today when I was carrying a box of wood with Jean. We were coming through the gate under the house, and I got caught. Have a nice mark on my head. That's the thing, you gotta be careful when you're carrying a box of wood. Monday, March 29th, 1937. Dear Diary, I seemed strange to go back to school today. I almost went to sleep. Wednesday, March 31st, 1937. Dear Diary. And then it's blank. Thursday, April 1st, 1937. Dear Diary, April Fool. Only one person really fooled me, and that was Colleen. She came up behind me and kicked me. Sometimes the best April Fool's prank is just coming up behind someone and kicking them. Friday, April 2nd, 1937. Dear Diary, had a moving picture during homeroom time. Had a substitute. Even in 1937, if you have a substitute teacher, they're gonna put on a moving picture. Some things have always been the same. Tuesday, April 6th, 1937. Dear Diary, had a test yesterday in math. I got a terrible grade. Been there. Sunday, April 11th, 1937. Dear Diary, Ginger has 5 baby kittens at last. We were surprised. I thought she was going to have some the way she was meowing. Ginger is a mommy now. Sunday, April 25th, 1937. Dear Diary, I shot with the gun today and I hit the bullseye in the very center. Impressive. Thursday, May 6th, 1937. Diary, I sure did type fast today. Saturday, May 15th, 1937. Diary, played tennis with Edith at the park, but she didn't play very good. There were too many people anyway. Edith, I'm sorry that your shoes are ugly, but you gotta get better at tennis. Something is happening with this handwriting that feels very 13-year-old. She started dotting her eyes with little bubbles instead of dots, and I was confused at first, like what is this? And now I can see she's just getting creative. Wednesday, May 26th, 1937. Diary, today is Ginger's birthday. She is 1 year old. Happy birthday, Ginger the cat. Sunday, May 30th, 1937. Diary, had a good time with Helen and Edith, and I played Kick the Can. I've heard of Kick the Can as like a super old-timey game, and it's definitely known as a Depression era game because all you need to play is a can or any kickable object. Tuesday, June 1st, 1937. Diary, seems funny walking without Edith. I met a girl on the tracks. Her name is Shirley. I guess I'll walk with her. Wait, what happened to Edith? Why can't she walk with Edith? Were her shoes too ugly? Wednesday, June 2nd, 1937. Diary, won championship game yesterday. Again, I'm not sure what sport her team won the championship in, but congrats to her. Sounds like she's quite the athlete. Thursday, June 3rd, 1937. Diary, Edith left today. Is Edith moving away? That's so sad. Did she have to move away because her shoes were too ugly? I'm sure that's not why. She hangs out with Edith all the time. That's so sad. After Edith leaves, our diary writer doesn't write any entries for several weeks, and maybe she was just busy, maybe she forgot, maybe she was so distraught that Edith is gone. Monday, June 14th, 1937. Dear Diary, I can hardly wait until school is out. Okay, this entry is so cryptic. Thursday, June 17th, 1937. We finally made up our mind. What could that possibly be talking about? I have no idea. Monday, June 21st, 1937. Summer begins today, but it doesn't feel like it. Friday, July 2nd, 1937. We ate supper outside. Helen and I went downtown, got 2 boxes of fireworks, and I got a bathing suit, which is too small. Wednesday, August 11th, 1937. Helen and I had a little picnic in the backyard. We made breadsticks. They sure were good. Friday, August 13th, 1937. Had one Friday the 13th calamity. When we were playing tennis, I was going after the ball and I stumbled backwards and down I was. Tuesday, August 17th, 1937. Blanche, Jean, and I played golf today. It feels like she plays every sport. Monday, September 6th, 1937. There was an earthquake today. The house shook. So most of September and October are blank, so maybe she gets busy with school. I don't know, but there's a lot of missing pages here. Saturday, October 16th, 1937. Went horseback riding. Helen's horse liked to kick, and we had quite a time. Well, looks like we've got ourselves some horse girls. Sunday, October 17th, 1937. Went up in the hills and picked black walnuts. We couldn't play tennis as the courts were full. Sunday, October 31st, 1937. Today is my birthday. I don't feel much older at 14. I got a picture from Auntie, $5 from Mother, and $1 from Lorraine. Her birthday's on Halloween! Saturday, November 20th, 1937. I don't like the new doctor as well. Mother and I got a new hat. I tried on some cowboy boots. I like them very much. Sunday, November 21st, 1937. We went to the airport and saw a plane leave for New York. Daddy got lost driving home. Daddy, gotta learn your way home from the airport, buddy. Tuesday, November 23rd, 1937. We had a fire drill. There was a real fire this time out in front of school. It lasted from 1:15 to 2:30. It told about it in the paper. Well, then that wasn't wasn't a fire drill then, was it? It was a fire, it just was a fire. Wednesday, November 24th, 1937. Prissy brought her raincoat to school and there's no rain in sight. What an idiot, Prissy. Saturday, November 27th, 1937. I hope I get my boots for Christmas or I will be very disappointed. Friday, December 24th, 1937. Christmas Eve and I can't wait till tomorrow. The suspense is really on for Christmas because we know if she doesn't get the cowboy boots, she's going to be disappointed. Is she gonna get the boots? The suspense is killing me. Christmas Day. Is it a boot day? Saturday, December 25th, 1937. I got my boots for Christmas. Folks, she got the boots. It's a good Christmas. Sunday, December 26th, 1937. Jean and Olive came down. Jean likes my boots. We went to the show. It rained hard. Wednesday, December 29th, 1937. Jean, Helen, Sally, and I are going into the hills. This entry is making alarm bells go off for me. This is a little unsettling. I'm worried they met a serial killer. Thursday, December 30th, 1937. Met a man in the hills. He looked like Bing Crosby. He flirted with Jean and put his arm around her. He said he lost his keys. He asked me my name. We had a nice lunch. This is a Bing Crosby creep. This is an adult man flirting with 13 and 14-year-old girls in the hills. I don't like this. He said he lost his keys? That sounds like a lie. I feel like these girls were potentially in danger. This is alarming to read as an adult. Put his arm around her? Ew. Bing Crosby, leave them alone. Okay, we've made it to the very last entry for 1937. Let's see how we close it on out. Friday, December 31st, 1937. Played golf. I won this time, 84-80. Went to the show. I saw 2 good pictures. Went to Sally's to pick Holly. And that's the end of our diary. I really enjoyed this young teenage girl's account of 1937. An extremely sporty, athletic person. I especially loved the excitement in getting to wear pants to school. I'm a little freaked out by the Bing Crosby incident. I hope they never saw that man again. That's 1937. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe or my channel will die. And be sure to check out my other videos. Bye.